Well, boys, it's been raining all day today, so I thought I would take advantage of today and catch up on my paperwork and maintenance. I've showed y'all this dry erase board in a former video, but I didn't have the part numbers on here, so I added that today. And there's some parts where it's really handy to have that part number where you don't have to go digging it up, in my maintenance records. Now I got some of my parts ordered over here, but we still got some that are on their way from Freightliner and Walmart and Amazon. I like to figure out which one of those three is the cheapest, and that's which one I use, and then I mark it right here. And also on these parts, I like to have a spare because sometimes these dealerships, they don't have the parts, especially like these CAT filters. Well, CAT isn't open on the weekends, and sometimes Freightliner doesn't have them, so I always have a spare. That way, if I need to change it, I have the filter available. And I also write the date that I bought the filter on the wrap that goes around it. That way I know which one to use first. You see this one right here says 11525. Well, this one back here, I just got it today. It says 3825, so I need to use this one first. So I knew it was getting close to a lot of these things because I went up to my truck and I got my current mileage, and then I subtracted this number from the current mileage, and that gave me just how close I am, because you can see I put next estimated service. And what do I have to do? I need to change the coolant, which means I need to change the radiator hoses and the thermostat. I need to change the transmission fluid. Oh, and the engine belt. And then I got an oil change coming up pretty soon. This chart is super handy to have so you can keep track of things, because you try to keep track of them in your head, you're going to get in trouble. But yeah, you would never guess how much all this stuff is. We got an ABS ECM for the trailer. We got the wiring for it. We got some lower radiator hoses, an engine belt, thermostat, cabin filter. This is used. We got Lucas oil. And then we also got 10 gallons of oil on the way, 10 gallons of antifreeze on the way. We got 4 gallons of transmission fluid on the way, and also an upper radiator hose. And all this stuff, I haven't figured it up exactly, but I think it's around $1,500, maybe $1,600. Oh yeah, and an air filter too. So this just goes to show you how much little things add up, because sometimes I'll do a video and people are like, why are you being cheap? Why don't you just go and buy the new part? Well, right here, this is a prime example of why it's good to be frugal when it comes to replacing parts. This is all preventive maintenance, meaning I'm trying to minimize breakdowns, especially with spring and summer coming up where the truck runs hotter than it normally does.